I remember as a young man, my dream was actually to start a university. And what I see is that this school will not only be a small Bible college, one day it will become a university. The journey of Africa Renewal University begins way back when God gave us a calling as Gaba Church, but also as Africa Renewal Ministries, to equip leaders that will go out there and be change agents. We came up with this beautiful idea. Can we start a Bible Institute? Interesting enough, a few months after that, we had a visiting team which actually came from California, and a pastor who actually ended up being one of my great friends, Michael Yali. He asked me, Peter, tell me, what are your dreams? And I said, Pastor, my dream is to start a Bible Institute with the aim of equipping God's servants who will go out and plant churches, but also be leaders out there in the communities. This very beautiful church called Rocky Peak became our first partner. So we rented a space here in Gaba. It's a two-storied building, and we started shaping what would later become Gaba Bible Institute. God brought Pastor Jeff Atherstone, who was a missionary who had just come to Uganda, and he also had the same burden.
I was doing certificate in ministry. One of the things I remember at Gaba Bible Institute, it was a small place where we used to pile ourselves.
GBI was an interesting institution by then. It had the best social life that I can imagine. There was no difference between a lecturer and a student. We would share meals together, talk one-on-one.
30 students in this two-storied building. Soon after that, we ended up with 50, with 60, with 70.
We had outgrown the premises in Gaba. And now the pressure was on the leaders, on the founders. Where do we go to expand?
Which actually changed the way we were doing things, and we started looking beyond Gaba. We did not have the money, but we have a big idea. We had great faith, and we're expecting God to do big and mighty things. One time, we were in Bulova, and as we are coming back, I see this campus. It's a place where there's a school, but it was all in bush. So I came back and told Jeff and the team, I said, guys, there is a space I think can actually fit our university. And we found out that the property was 23 acres at 900 million shillings. Now at this time, we have about 300 million shillings. We started trusting God and praying about it. The Lord spoke to someone, and this brother and his wife, they committed themselves to actually give us the balance of the money that we needed. The Lord provided all the money we needed to pay cash for the property.
We wanted a name that still would identify us with our founders. Then we adopted the Africa Renewal Ministries name. So we became Africa Renewal Christian College. Along the way, we said, you know what? Yes, we are training pastors, but we may need to train social workers.
Some people advised us, actually in the National Council, they said, you know, the application you're making, being a degree awarding institution, is the same application that you need for a university.
And National Council indeed gave us the accreditation in 2013 December to become a private Christian university with a provisional license.
One of our major core values as African University is Christ-centered. How do I engage Christ in my academics? That means praying for what the students I teach, praying for what I'm going to teach, and showing them that everything should be about God. Quality of education, it has always been standard. You know, the technology we use, online learning for both physical and online students, it has been there way before.
We don't have that chaos in us. Like, we are peaceful. There's transformation leaders. In case you come when you have different behavior, there's the way they transform you. And in fact, it can make you a celebrity. Me personally, I'm a celebrity. I'm known everywhere at this campus.
My lecturers, they are so easy to approach. They don't make it
hard for you to look for them.
Chapel is part and parcel of Africa Renewal's life. Many people come here who have never discovered their calls. They could be born again. Now, as we begin the journey with them here, they begin to discover where God has called them. There are people who come here and they've never given their lives to Jesus. So every time you come to our chapel, you find students giving their lives to Jesus.
I was more of the world, like going for clubbing. But after coming to Afro, I was transformed. I gave my life to Christ.
In 2019, we decided to apply for the charter status. We put up a charter committee that was mostly management members and the heads of department. Members worked so hard. It was a very long and painful process. In 2020, COVID hits, and that gave us an opportunity to do a lot of revamps, infrastructure improvements. We did a lot of paving of the road. We painted classes. We also had to get more professors with PhD. We wrote very many policies that we didn't have. So when we got the news, we are very excited.
The charter. Hey, charter. Charter is another miracle.
The charter is purely an answered prayer. Honestly speaking, we relied on God.
And there are extremely very few Christian universities who have got a charter. Now we have an opportunity to take our children to a place where we know what they're going to learn is also based on the foundation of their faith.
As now a lecturer, you know that you are teaching students that are going to go out there and compete. Receiving a charter means doing better than before.
I know now I'm internationally recognized. Even my university has that dignity.
From 35 students as GBI to now 1,181. That's a very good growth. And had students from all over East Africa, Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, Burundi, Rwanda, South Sudan, Congo, Eritrea, Ghana, Nigeria, Ethiopia.
A big thank you to our staff. These guys and ladies have worked very, very, very hard. And of course for our board of trustees and also the governing council, thank you and thank you for being used of God to enable us to get to where we are. I am excited to see what God is about to do here at Africa Renewal University.